Toolbox is located above the drawing canvas in the centre of the designer. There are several different toolboxes containing lots of objects that you might use to design your form. There will most likely be several objects that you would use more frequently than others, so we've included a feature that allows you to grab the most commonly used objects and place them into a single Common Toolbox. To set up your Common Toolbox, select it and click on the Settings button. In the configuration screen, there are a few different ways to choose objects to go into the Common Toolbox. You can either individually select objects, or you can select blocks of objects using the Shift button, or use the Control button to select multiple objects. You can then click the Add button to move the objects into the Common Group Items list, or you can drag and drop objects too. The same can be used in reverse to remove objects from the Common Toolbox. Once the Common Toolbox is set up for the first time, it will then be available every time you visit the Form Designer. However, you can still change your toolbox as you find more objects that you use on a regular basis. If you're not sure which objects might be useful, we suggest the following objects to start with. There are 3 heading objects: large, medium and small. It's a good idea to have one available in the Common Toolbox. Text objects are very commonly used to add labels into your forms, and text input objects used to capture your users' responses. Drop-down objects are used for predefining lists. Radio button groups are used for single option selections, very common for approve or reject type decisions. A button object can be used to trigger various different types of behaviours in your form, and is always a useful one to have readily available. When you've made any changes to your Common Toolbox, click the Save button to save those changes. Do remember that you can return any time to modify your Common Toolbox settings.